Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to the NightOwl server. And my boots, they sink into the ground. I never noticed that before. I don't know if that's new or maybe I just haven't noticed. But anyways, hey Creeper. I'm down here doing something that I haven't done in quite a while. Farming some obsidian. It's been a long time since I've done such a thing. No, don't go down there. You're not gonna cooperate here. I guess we'll just put you down there. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've farmed any obsidian. I probably got like a stack or two last time I did it, which was many months ago. I would say like 6 months ago, if not more. And I just don't use it very much. But I'm trying to put some ender chests around spawn because I always can never find an ender chest nearby, and I like to use it a lot for stuff, just stuff, extra storage, I guess. I don't usually worry about keeping my valuables in there. Hey, that is the wrong button. There we go. But yeah, I don't really use my ender chests for keeping like valuables in there. Like my diamond blocks are just in my house in a chest. I trust that no one's gonna steal them. But I use it for like extra tools if I need any tools, or sometimes I put like road building materials in there, or just, oh no, water didn't reach, dang it. Or just anything, any sort of building materials that I would like to have around. But yeah, so I'm going to be just farming lots of obsidian, try and get a good stash so that I don't have to do this again for a while. And then we can go check out the atrium, which I've been working on quite a bit. You know, I was in here earlier and it was raining, and it was just so cozy in here. I gotta say, I logged in and it was raining. It was nice and overcast, kind of dark outside, bleak, and it was so cozy in here with all the nature, and it felt good. It felt good. So I think I might have mentioned that I've been working on the tree, working on the atrium a bit off camera, and voila, there she is, the NightOak version 4, I believe, because version 1 was a giant ring of trees that grew together on day 1 of the server. Version 2 was a smaller ring of wood that we made go very high, and then it got burned down. Version 3 was the lollipop symmetrical thing that I had here that I never really liked. And now we have version 4. Let's close this up a bit. Now we got version 4. The hopefully this is the, well, this is definitely the last version, unless something were to happen to it. I don't know what would happen to it. It's safe. It's safe now underneath a nice glass dome. But yeah, the tree. The tree. No more lollipop. That lollipop, that was kind of the, I guess that was kind of the inspiration for this whole thing, sort of, because, you know, the old tree burned down, and I was thinking of something to replace this, you know, the big tree with, and I still wanted to incorporate the tree, so I thought maybe shrinking it down so that instead of the nether portal being inside of it, like, and having a hollow space, the tree would be like tightly wrapped around the nether portal, like this is right here. And so that first tree, that lollipop tree, was kind of just working off of that idea, trying to just make a tree that went tightly around the nether portal, and then I wanted to enclose it so that it wouldn't burn down, and so that's where the dome came from. And basically this whole thing just kind of worked itself out from that. But I never really liked the lollipop tree. It looked kind of okay in my test world because I could work on it a little bit better there. I could make it a little bit less symmetrical with flying around and adjusting it. But I never really could get the right feel on here. But this tree is much nicer. We got branches, we got big leaves that are not symmetrical, we got roots, and it's so much nicer. I maybe have a little bit work left to do. I kind of want to round off the top a little bit, or like add more leaves to it, kind of make it bulge out a little bit more, so that it doesn't seem so flat or so kind of, yeah, not high. I want it to be higher. But I've been kind of thinking about lighting, and I don't know exactly what to do. There's lots of spawning places here. This wall is kind of rough. I've done a little bit here. I have some gray glass with jack-o'-lanterns there. I also have one right over there. You can kind of see like the cobblestone that's behind it right there. And then I have one right there, which you can actually see outside, which is kind of an issue. This wall is just, it's not thick enough really to hide lighting in, which is bad. You can actually see the stone bricks behind there. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Plus there's lots of surfaces to light up. Like that whole top is kind of an issue to light all that. Plus the top of this little pillar. And there's just lots of little surfaces since it's a rough rock wall. So I don't know. I might wait until we get the sea lanterns, which hopefully will be soon. The snapshots now are kind of focusing more on optimization and bug fixes. So hopefully one of these weeks the snapshot will be kind of good enough for us to start playing around with, and we can go find the water monuments and farm guardians and get sea lanterns and prismarine. But I know the sea lanterns would definitely look a lot cleaner here, and I think, you know, I might be able to just kind of put them in the wall and it wouldn't look as bad as other lighting like jack-o'-lanterns, glowstone, or redstone lamps. So right now the torches might stay. I might play around with this a bit. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know for hiding lighting, because I don't know how very well. Same with this tree. I've been doing some brown glass with jack-o'-lanterns behind it. Another idea I had was maybe putting leaves here. Doing something like, did I get that glass back? Probably. Doing something like a leaf covering up it. It'd be more noticeable, but it would be less artificial, I guess. Like, it would be more, you know, green. It'd be kind of living. And you could also maybe do something like this, have like some kind of vines or something growing down from the tree to kind of help hide lighting. You can hide lighting behind that. It's not terrible, but I don't know if I really want... I feel like you'd have to have lots of greenery down here to really hide the lighting, or to cover up all the spawning spots. And I don't know if I want that. So I got a lot to figure out with this lighting. Not sure what to do. I might need to call in some reinforcements, have someone else take a look at the project. And then I might... Actually, I don't like this. Let's do maybe a birch leaf. How's that? That kind of matches the grass color. That's nice. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do around here. Around this little island, is just use the birch leaves. I'll have to check all the lighting in here. I'm not sure if any of this is bad. We have the redstone lamps back there, and it seems to be doing a pretty good job. Yeah, that all seems pretty bright. So I think we might be good there. We do have... Where did that come from? We do have some spots like back here. But here again, I can just do the do a jack-o'-lantern and a leaf. And should we use the birch leaf again? Yeah, I think that will do quite nicely. Just do the same thing over here where this torch is. Over here I kind of already marked where I needed light. Here I might do brown glass, maybe. That'll kind of blend in with the podzol and the... Or should I use leaves? Maybe. Should I use the birch leaves again? I am using those for the bushes, so it does kind of continue that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We can do that all around. Silk touch the podzol. Do it. What's the lighting like over here? We got 8. So that's actually looks like it might be good enough. Yeah, it doesn't drop below 8. How's it up here? Oh, I lost the jump boost. Dang. That's okay. And then we'll do 1 over here. And I think that's it for now. I don't want to... kind of got caught up in that. We don't want to do a bunch of lighting on camera, because that's boring. All this looks like... Oh, we got a 7. I could put some lighting underneath there. So yeah, I got some lighting things to figure out. Otherwise, this place is done. I put in some ender chests. I got 2 at this entrance. I have 2 over at the other entrance. Over there. I put 1 here. So that's all good and dandy. And yeah, the rest is good. I wonder if I should put lights, kind of like Etho does with his trees. Put lights in the tree so that it kind of glows, a glowing tree. I don't know, maybe I'll play around with that. Got some mapping supplies, because that was the other thing that I wanted to do, was maps on here. And in fact, we can go back to my base and check out something that I've been working on. Alright, so yeah, I took the Chad has a portal that connects to the Nether hub, to his to the desert out there. It's maybe a little bit faster than running over here, especially when I'm right by the Nether hub, right by the portal. Eventually, I do have the portal back here that I want to link up. I don't want to show what I have. I saw that it's still loading in a bit, but I've been doing some mapping again. My good old, my favorite thing to do in the world. The beautiful maps, and hopefully it's loaded in. And it's not quite. Is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. So there we go. There is wow. There's Spawn Town. It's very similar to what we had before, but also there's more. There's definitely more. Well, first of all, we have all that up there. I was able to get most of it in the map, and that map is really cool. Which one is that? Should be. I made copies of all the maps this time too, so we have backups. And in fact, if I put the maps in the Nether hub, then I'm gonna make copies of these, so we'll have 3 copies of all the maps. But look at this. This is Chad's giant pyramid with the zoo inside, and it takes up an entire map. So very good. Yeah, and all of these are actually organized so they correspond. These are the top 2 rows, and then here's the rest of the rows. Or yeah, the rows. But look at this spawn. There's the new atrium there, and the new Nether hub doesn't really look any different. In fact, actually before it had a brown roof, now it has a stone roof because it's a Nether brick. Saito's hotel and Saito's tower look freaking amazing on a map. That is awesome. You got Wise's tree kind of popping up there. You have the modern house district. Vert's working on his modern house. There's mine. You got the whole restaurant district. And I think, oh yeah, there's actually a base to Beshti's skyscraper there. That's Tiger's base that he's working on. His giant quartz and coal thing, town palace thing. Oh, we got the nether themed maze that B-Rabbit's working on. That looks really cool. It stands out a lot. I like it. And of course we have the log cabin up there. Right there. So yeah, I went around the other day and just mapped out all the spawn. Didn't take too long. I still have to map out the whole 4,000 by 4,000 area. I do want to do that and get that posted up, because that'd be really cool to have, even if it doesn't make it into the atrium. It's really cool to come in here and see these maps and just all the stuff that we've done. It's just really cool. I haven't really checked this place out yet, but apparently Vert has finished Rethical's restaurant. Oh, and it looks nice. I saw the video on it, but I haven't been over here yet, and wow. Yeah, this is cool. Much better than the creeper blown, although it seems like there needs to be lighting over here. A lot better than the creeper destroyed, opened, not finished Rethical building. Yeah, this is nice. I like the red clay. That's good. Yeah, so last episode we fought a wither, and thanks to Wisecracker and Gaming Cray, we beat it. And I put the beacon over here in the restaurant district and the modern house district. This is Rethical's, his old base. Made this cool, what's this called? Hourglass? Yeah. And I don't know if I've shown this off, but it used to have a bunch of chests in here and a nether portal, and I cleaned all that stuff out. I kind of claimed everything that was in there and threw away all the junk. This side of the stairs was like blown up by creepers, and I fixed that. I still need some more sandstone to fix that, but I do want to put sand in here and actually make it like an hourglass. But I kind of wanted red sand, because that's a thing that is new, and I just haven't used it yet. Which means since I haven't used it, I don't have any. So I need to actually go get some. But once I get some, I want to fill that with red sand. And then also I wanted to come over here because now that the atrium's pretty much done, that project, I think right now I'm just gonna say is finito. It's complete. We're not gonna be spending any more episodes working on that. I still have a little bit of, touching up to do off camera, the lighting and maybe adjusting the tree a little bit. But other than that, we're done with that. Like that's a finished project. I think it looks great. I mean, we'll go back to it every once in a while for like the statue changing out, and if we ever like do some redecorating for different seasons or holidays or whatever. So next, I want to come back to this place. It's been a while because I was working on the atrium. We still need to do the basement in here and the exterior. Need to get this thing done, especially since Vert is working on his. We can't be the last house on the market here. So I want to push to try and get this done, and then once this is done, that's kind of all the projects that I have open here at Spawn. And I'm thinking, I haven't spent a lot of time out at my new base, at the space base. And when I do go out there, it's usually just to build something. Like, usually what happens is I decide that I want to do an episode out there, so I go into creative, I design the next part of the base, and then I go out there, I build it, and then basically come back, and that tree is massive. Wow. But yeah, so I haven't done a whole lot of living out there. Probably the last time that I really like spent time out there, living out there, was before the base, like the when I only had like the little ship, the little shuttle. When I was first just kind of exploring the area, I did a lot of caving, resource gathering, and that's pretty much the most time I've spent out there. So I think once we get this thing done, kind of tie up our spawn projects, I'd like to go out there and just kind of spend some time on my own, working on that thing, and just kind of living out there, really. You know, not visiting, but actually living out there, get the storage room all set up, get everything squared away, and just kind of spend some time alone out in space. Of course, we'll have to come back to... I really want to focus on the nether tunnel pretty soon so that we can go back and forth a little bit more easily. So that will be kind of one of the first priorities. But yeah, I guess that's about it for this episode. I didn't really want to start working on this again this episode, and most of the atrium stuff was off camera, so I didn't have a lot to show you. But I wanted to have a little update, show the tree off, show the atrium, and how it's going, and get your input on the lighting, any ideas on that. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. This thing has been going on for 6 months, and it didn't need to, honestly. I mean, it did take a while to build, but a lot of it was kind of stalling because I was afraid that I guess I was afraid that I couldn't do it. There's a lot of new things that I did that I've never done before, like working with spheres and circles a little bit more. You know, like putting up the glass, I put off for a while because I wasn't sure how, like, all these intersecting shapes would work, and I put off like this wall, this area for a while because I had kind of a basic idea, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted this to look, and I put off like all the trees and stuff. I put off that for a while because I wasn't sure if I would be able to make good looking custom trees and bushes. But you know, you just gotta go for it, I guess. That's kind of the lesson here, is you gotta go for it. You know, this may not look the best, but I think I did a pretty good job. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters, is that you come out with something that you can be proud of. So, on that note, I'm Steve, because of skin servers and this snapshot. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.